Well, so there, target hit, pretty good, nice, neat swing. All right, so a lot of what we do is when we do this, we don't take our racket back out here because that promotes this round arm swing, which is terrible. It's actually a really good way to get cut of racket down to the floor is the best way I can explain it. So it's that cut down there. That cut down there is the one I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push down. So I'm not going to push forward. I'm just going to push down and that's going to pivot about my shoulder. So if you watch my prep time from there to there is really quick. I'm already prepped there, I'm prepped now, there, I'm prepped now, there. So the prep's almost instantaneous. So it's not this prep. It's all, there it is, it's done. So it happens, I go back foot, chicken wing, and no shoulders on a cross court. So there, back foot, no shoulders on a cross court, a little bit advanced, but all of a sudden, chicken wing's got a place there. So which bit's right? The chicken wing, this one, the back one, that one cut down there, or this one cut in here. You're in different spots at different times off different feet with the ball in different relation to your body. So you should be capable at most different ways of hitting, and therefore the chicken wing is just one of them. So, Gary Peterson here. Today we're going to talk about the chicken wing swing. Now it's a funny term. I don't mind calling things funny things if it helps you remember them and so on as well. My chicken wing swing is this one, which is a chicken wing. So what I'm going to do is lift my elbow up and keep my wrist here. My wrist needs to point towards the roof. So I've got this wrist bent here, you can see there. And that's the same as a backhand. So if I was playing a backhand, that's my wrist bent there, and my wrist is bent back. If I'm playing a forehand, once again, my wrist is bent back. So it's fully engaged wrist and it's fully prepped wrist. It's really back and it's really ready. And if I lift my elbow, and what that does, it keeps this close here. So that gives me this, and it gives me drop of racket. So it's not a bad thing. I find it quite good. And if I want power, I basically lift that elbow up. That elbow gives me power. And it's just quite funny. So there, it'll give me power through the ball really well. It works really, really well. So there, target hit, pretty good, nice, neat swing. All right, so a lot of what we do is when we do this, we don't take our racket back out here because that promotes this round arm swing, which is terrible. So we've got to get rid of that. That's not the one we want at all. We want to keep this in here and there and relatively tight. I generally don't go that far. I used to go that far, but I don't anymore. I've actually changed to being down here and being more advanced and a bit more deceptive and whatever else. This doesn't give you as much deception, but the chicken wing swing is one of about 3 or 4 different ways of hitting. If you've seen some of my other videos, there's about 5 different forehands that I show. One will be the tight drive, where we cut around the back, that one, and that stays pretty close to the wall all the time. The standard drive, which is a cut down, that one, which cuts down to the floor. The inside slice drive, we inside slice drive, and that one goes there. Okay, so this chicken wing swing, and I could call that because of it's a bit weird, but it's actually a really good way to get cut of racket down to the floor is the best way I can explain it. So it's that cut down there. That cut down there is the one I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push down. So I'm not going to push forward. I'm just going to push down and that's going to pivot about my shoulder, the racket. So my racket won't hit the floor because it will just pivot. And it gives relative power, which is really well controlled, and it's quite dynamic. It's pretty good. You can drive your body through the ball really well with it, and it works really well. So the chicken wing swing is just a wonderful thing. It's not bad in a way for a volley sometimes when you're there, because you get that cut. So the chicken wing there will give you that push to the side wall. So it works pretty well from that there. It's also a very structured way to start to play a drop. Because if I have a strong structure at the start, here, there, everything is relatively controlled. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't teach it for advanced. I teach that a little bit for beginners and so on. But it's there. It's about keeping your wrist relatively close. And the other best thing, a real benefit to it, is the prep time. So if you watch my prep time from there to there is really quick. I'm already prepped there, I'm prepped now, there, I'm prepped now, there. So the prep's almost instantaneous. So it's not this prep. It's all, there it is, it's done. So it happens really fast. Most players, when they start playing, they struggle with the prep. They struggle to get their racket back and they struggle to get the timing right. This one here, there, it's already ready to go. So if the ball's there, now it's there, it's already ready to go, and you can just unleash it. You can just let it push it out whenever you want it. The benefit of either pushing it out a little bit because the ball's here, or a lot because the ball's there, is really big time. It really makes a difference. So there's a fair bit in the chicken wing swing. I actually don't mind it. And there's different types of swings that you use, but the chicken wing, I think it goes really well. And there's a real place for it. If I put the chicken wing in with a little bit of advanced stuff, I'll just show you something different, why not? If I go back foot, chicken wing, and no shoulders on a cross court. So there, back foot, no shoulders on a cross court, a little bit advanced, but all of a sudden chicken wing's got a place there. It's pretty cool. Like, that was pretty dynamic and the outcome was pretty good. Like, it just went really quickly, across the target, and the ball is just gone. So the other thing I do is I say, there's no right way and there's no wrong way to hit. There is a way that suits you and your body characteristics, because everybody is not the same. So with everybody having different body characteristics, don't get hung up on this is the swing. This is the only swing, you've got to hit it this way or you're no good. That's not correct at all. You've got to hit all different ways. If I drop my racket out there, and I do that, that's pretty good. So which bit's right? The chicken wing, this one, the back one, that one cut down there, or this one cut in here. You're in different spots at different times off different feet with the ball in different relation to your body. So you should be capable at most different ways of hitting, and therefore the chicken wing is just one of them. So there you go, that is your chicken wing swing. I love it. I used to teach that a lot to beginners because it's the best way I can get them to actually prep and get them through, and you teach them to bring their elbow forward. So I do a lot of this. So the elbow through here, and that works really well. So it's a pretty cool thing, and it's of real benefit for you if you can get your prep up nice and high. And I also do a funny thing. I'll show you this one too, just quickly. I did this with the left hand, which shows just how close I want the racket to the shoulder. And because that's silly, because it is silly, I teach that there. So therefore they just go and get rid of that hand there, and that's how close I want it. So that just gives, I do that just so it's something they can remember because it's so silly. I love silly things. So there you go, chicken wing, get your wrist nice and close to your body so you can push it out when you want to push it out, and then you're looking pretty cool, which is great.